So boys, it's gamer time. Okay, there's still an ad running. Okay. Well, yeah, this patch is just I didn't see the Bob Ross skin. Sick. Let's see if did they change anything? Did they do any like sneak changes after what we've been playing on Fun, do you know? Yeah, definitely not. I mean, there's the general player base does not know what they want, for sure. I think I think overall, the worst thing about these changes is the wave, in my opinion. Right now, honestly, this is like the most viable a lot of solo picks have been. Again, finally. And now that the waves have become like ultra tanky, Jesus Christ. Oh, oh, I didn't see that. What is that? What is this item? You paid 2,600 gold for 35 fizz prots? The tier 2 item has 20 prots. I didn't see this one. I didn't see this one. Holy. Yeah, so I think all of these items losing power. Okay, let's read it. What is potentially our last round of item nerfs? Hit top performing T3s. Okay, so Glad Shield to top performing tier 3. Void Shield to top performing tier 3. Runic is. Ansile is. Cat Shield is. Frostbone. Wait, are they dumb? Dude. What? 10 power. Okay, listen, I knew that literally every single item got nerfed, but I didn't like go over it when I was scrimming. I didn't like look at all the items. The most noticeable thing I saw is I was gonna build Sledge and I saw it got nerfed and I was like, oh, okay. Frostbound losing 10 power is insane. Catcha losing another 5 power is insane. This item is already horrible. No one has bought Ansile in their fucking life. Runic has been a horrible item. It's a very situational item, first item against a Guardian in solo for a counter so that warriors can go into them. Even then, you don't even build this item most of the time. Void Shield has got to be literally the worst value buy next to Mystical Mail I've ever seen in my life. Glad Shield losing 5 power, just shouldn't lose 5 power. This is a joke. This item losing this many stats is a joke. This is like, it's just often quite powerful in Smite, and can lead to some frustration issues. With these nerfs, we hope to decrease the amount of damage output coming from warriors, guardians, or people building like them. With everyone getting more defensive base stats, it also makes it easier to build in these items. So we wanted to make sure... Okay, so... Okay. So, basically, the shield tree is already horrible, and now it's been completely gutted, for the most part. Glad Shield is still viable. Berserkers, I'm not sure. I mean, considering that you've now lost, what? Berserkers went from 30 power to 20 power, and it went from 60 to 40 prots now. Getting your CAD shield nerfed and Frostbound nerfed. I think gods like Bologna and such will be pretty hard nerfed. But I guess we'll see. I think they're just nerfing these stats. Okay, they're nerfing the power. The funny thing is, there's no way Guardians are playable on this patch because they can't clear the wave. So it's weird to be nerfing power. The weirdest thing is that they're nerfing so much power off these items when you need it to clear. And now you're not going to be able to clear because all the power is getting nerfed. Dude, the Stonefile nerf is so random to me. Okay, let's see what they did to Hunters. Let's see if they nerfed Hunter items. Guys, let's just see, where are the Hunter item nerfs? Guys, where's the Hunter items? Hey guys. You guys, where's the... Hey, hey, where's the hunter item nerfs, boys? Hey, if they're reducing all prots and damage on soul laners and junglers, hey, where's the hunter nerfs? They're here. Oh, I'm not doing that, bro. Fine. Yeah, everyone click the find link. That's actually where the hunter item nerfs are. Um. Yeah, I don't know. What do they do to Thor? Oh, okay, never mind. Nausea, don't care. Oh, thank goodness. We haven't seen much of this god in Season 9, so some carefully planned Hercules buffs have been devised. This character will not be playable because he can't clear the wave. Yeah, overall, from scrimming on this patch, I think overall the worst thing about this patch is that the wave being as tanky as it is means that a lot of solo gods cannot be played anymore. I don't think Guardians can clear the wave, so I just don't think they're gonna be like straight up playable, except for like some very hard clearing Guardians. Like maybe if you go power on your, like, you go Warlocks or something first item on Cthulhu and max your 2 and you just double 2 the wave, like maybe you can kill it. Maybe Yorm can clear it. Other than those two, I mean, I don't think anyone can clear the wave. Most of these warriors now become worse. Especially if you're a god. Like, Axe is going to be unbuyable. Axe will literally be an unbuyable item. Along with probably Sigil. Yeah, I'm expecting the meta to just be gods that can clear and get to play the game, but I don't know. I haven't played on the patch like that much. Golden Blade Horus probably cannot even get to Golden Blade or clear the wave once he has Golden Blade. Also, the biggest issue right now is, as a solo laner, you're fighting to clear the wave for like 10 minutes. Like, you can't clear the wave until you get like basically your first or second item. And then once you can finally clear the wave, like, okay, you literally cannot fight the other person because you can't clear the wave and then fight them. Like, you're busy just trying to, you're both just PvEing in the lane, trying to clear the wave because it takes so long. And then once you are finally done PvEing, once you try to fight each other, now you're both unkillable to each other. You're both too tanky. And then once you rotate, you have maybe 5 minutes or so where you can actually like make an impact on the game. Probably less than that, I'm gonna be honest. And then after that 5 or so minutes, the hunter has DB, Silver Branch, fucking Wind Demon full build, and they're one-shotting you. Or sorry, not one-shotting you. They're four-shotting you. My bad. And if you build Spectral, you're still getting 4-shot. Yeah, right now it's literally just a hunter's world and we're living in it, bro. So it's a little bit ridiculous that solo laners have been nerfed, I think 3 patches in a row. Maybe more. And when you nerf soul laners 3 patches in a row, hunters have nothing to keep them in check. So a hunter in a fight will literally just do whatever the fuck they want. They're gonna kill your entire team, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Because a jungler cannot kill a hunter, and a soul laner cannot kill a hunter, so then the hunter gets to kill everything in front of it. Yeah, right, and then you play ADC in solo, or you think of like playing some jank shit in solo, but then you don't have a frontline to engage fights and start things, which is like, it's pretty key to the game to have a frontline to engage the fight for you. You just don't really need 3 carries. It's just weird. You're gonna end up having to probably just playing dog shit solo laners that are frontliners, and you're just gonna be a horrible. You're gonna do nothing, bro. Yeah, the map looks sick. How do they adjust Kins or Solar? What do you mean? Yeah, they gave Hunters a fucking castle, dude. They took away our boat, dude. They took away our boat. Yeah, I don't know. I think this patch... I mean, I guess it'll take time to brew. Yeah, the Naga that we fought over, dude, it's gone. I think this patch is savable if Hunters get some good nerfs. Hold on, dude. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I literally can't get over it. What? Why 10? Why 10 prots? I can't get over it. Why 10 prots? Why? I cannot get over this. What? This item has not been built since they nerfed it like a year ago. And they just they sent 10 prots. What? They just I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get it. Dude, I could even understand this is a horrible change. This is a horrible change. But I can understand it. Like 5 power, that's a reasonable thing if you're gonna nerf it. But like a dead item, you take 10 prots? I can't get over that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. It'll feel like a completely different game. Wait, Alec, do you know, are we allowed to, we're allowed to do in-houses on this patch, right? When it comes out? Surely? Surely. Like, stream it, I mean. Holy moly, this is a lot of writing. When BTS is up? True. Yeah. I don't know. Solo felt pretty good. I think it felt pretty good. Like last patch before they gave them the second nerfs. Wait, hold on. I can't even remember now. It's been so many nerfs. What do they do in this patch? They fucked up cylinders in this one too, right? Yeah. Dude, they dunk on this item every patch. They love dunking on Mystical. They love it. So, it's crazy to think, right? Let's see. Wind Demon lost its passive duration from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. They lost 5% lifesteal. Let's see, they lost 5 power there. And was there nerfs to ADCs the patch before? There was, right? Or was that in bonus or something? I'm not complaining. I mean, I guess I am. I'm just giving my constructive feedback to my stream here. I think there was another nerf before this, right? 9.3 bonus? Where is it? Where's 9.3? Surely there was a nerf in here, right? Nope. Solo nerfs. 3 patches in a row. Okay. Yeah, so, overall, ADCs have lost 5 power in their build. And some attack speed and some lifesteal. And they don't even build Aussie anymore, so they lost 1 second on their passive. Let's just make sure, make completely sure I'm not crazy here. Is this bonus? This is bonus. Dude. It's gone. 3 more. 9.2. Yeah, so from what, if I'm not mistaken, ADCs have gotten these nerfs, and this is it. This is it. 5% attack speed. This is a nerf to the old build. They didn't even build this anymore. And 1 second. So they've lost 5 power and 1 passive duration second, and 5% attack speed. And they didn't even build this item either. So ADCs have lost 5 power. Soul Laners have lost all stats for 3 patches in a row on literally every single item in the game. Like, almost every single item in the game. Like, this entire tree has now been hard nerfed. This item has been nerfed. This entire tree's been nerfed. Priblin's been nerfed. This entire tree's been nerfed besides Genji's, Oni's, I mean, I guess just Shogun's. This entire tree has been nerfed. Breastplate lost 10 prots, which is crazy. They killed Namian, which is fine. It's a bad item. It's pretty unhealthy. Nerf Spectral. They nerfed Salve, they nerfed Mystical. Basically, every single item in the game has been, like, hard nerfed for Soul Laners, and ADCs have lost 5 power in their build. And then it's like a shocker that they're broken. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're cooking up there, but, you know. It's, something you gotta adapt to, I guess. But hey, this whole map comeback is pretty cool. So, hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, it'd be kind of nice if they nerfed ADCs alongside all the solo nerfs every patch. But other than that, I do think that the patch feels slightly okay. I think, like, I can understand increasing base prots and health on people, but I don't like the waves becoming this tanky. I think it makes the game very boring and very slow, and it removes a lot of viability from a lot of picks. So overall, my constructive feedback would be nerf ADCs. Solos are gonna need buffs. I cannot believe Void Shield is at 35 Fizz Prots. I can't get over that. I cannot get over that, bro. 35 Fizz Prots. For 2,600 gold. 35. 35, bro. That's crazy. It would be to nerf ADCs. And I don't think the waves should change. I don't know if they're gonna change it, but I would just prefer the waves to be how they were before. Because it just makes a lot of picks not very good. Yeah, I can understand base prots and health going up. Remove damage from the game, but the highest DPS roll did not get nerfed. Yeah. Not wrong. Well, I don't think that Salve should be nerfed. It's just that they're over-nerfing the shield tree. You're not gonna play? You're not a comp anymore? Just a different game? I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this patch... It's basically a completely different game. Gods at Insta-Clear will be very strong. I think the weird thing about it is that if you play an early game God just to like hard clear waves, you're never gonna be able to kill them. So you're just out clearing them. I don't know, it's weird. Basically, every game is gonna be like very slow. You're not gonna be able to kill each other, and then late game you're gonna group and play the game. It's basically like do nothing for like 15 minutes and then group and win the game. It's gonna be very stale and boring. Mm-hmm. 15-minute farming phase? Yeah, for pretty much every lane. Well, yeah, frontline... I mean, when frontline gets nerfed 3 patches in a row, there's like it should be no surprise that they can't kill the ADC or the backline. Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility damage builds are gonna come into play, and like maybe assassins or something like that. We got a Bingus Enjoyer. The weird thing though, okay, so I'll describe what feels odd is, or maybe it's just like I haven't played enough on the patch yet, so I don't know what's good enough yet. I don't know if I want to play an early game wave clear god and just try to out pressure them by out clearing them, but then I'm gonna fall off late and I'm not gonna be a good teamfight god. When the game is pretty much always guaranteed to get to late game because you can't kill each other, and you're gonna have to group and play and just win the game at a certain point. So it's weird. Do you want to play a late game scaling pick and not clear the wave, or do you want to play an early game pick that clears the wave because otherwise you can't clear the wave? And then do you want to play a damage god so that you can actually have threat on the backline, or at that point you don't have a frontline engage? But it's also weird because your frontline engage will just die. So it feels a little bit silly to go a tank when you're just gonna die and you're not even gonna put threat on the backline. I mean, it's just weird, right? Because the solo role, you want to have a frontline character that can engage. Typically, when it's team fight meta, right, where you're planning to play for like 20-25 minutes group team fights, you don't want like a Bakasura solo that just like goes in. You want something that can like start a fight or live for a little bit longer, but I guess they just don't live. It's just odd. It's just odd. It's almost like they don't want the solo lane to be a frontline role from these 3 patches of nerfs. Like, I'm not being incentivized to play a frontline that sets things up. I'm incentivized to play something that basically plays like a 1v1 lane. Like, I'm playing duel in solo. That's what I feel like I'm being incentivized to do. Yeah, I mean it's an idea for sure, Clout. Well, these changes are completely because of the casual scene. Would you miss? Solo just got the 3rd patch of nerfs. Yeah, Solo's just in a tricky spot with the 3 rounds of nerfs, so there's probably gonna be either you accept your fate and you play a warrior and you just like die to the ADC, I guess, or you're gonna see people like doing some jank picks and doing some jank shit. What does the casual scene want? They want to not be punished, and they want to live and be able to play the game. This patch overall is a massive noob patch. It makes worse players get away with more because they're tankier and you cannot just kill them because you have to kill the wave. So overall, this is like just a noob patch. It's meant to, if you're bad at the game and you would have died last patch, you now have a higher chance of living this patch because you're bad. That's it. So basically, the better you are at the game, the more you're punished by this patch. Well, at the same time, the casual player base is the reason why we can continue to play the game. Like, it's like the majority of the audience. Yeah, there's a good chance you could just be power farming for Bumbo's hammer. If you guys have ever watched the EU SEC, I feel like that's what the SPL is going to come after, or end up being like. You're just gonna be power farming for like late game builds. It's just gonna be like a race to level 20. No one's gonna kill anyone, and you're just gonna be racing to get your build or your god online. Gods like Golden Blade abusers in jungle are probably gonna be pretty good because they just run around and turbo farm. It's gonna be boring as fuck, basically. Yeah, I've seen the nerfs. You can't be the second support because if you do that rust, you can't clear the wave. Like Guardians, besides hard clear Guardians like Yorm, are gonna be like completely unplayable because you can't clear the wave. The thing is, most hunters aren't that good in solo, but it's just a weird situation in solo right now. Mage solo is gonna be more prominent. I honestly have no clue. I think I think solo is in a very weird situation currently. It takes a lot of game time to understand what's gonna happen in this meta. I think the worst thing about this patch, I'm not even that upset about the patch, even though I like completely disagree with a lot of the things in it. Um, I think the worst thing about this is the fact that we're forced to play on this for Masters. So this literal like game-changing patch, it's nothing like the previous patch. Like this is a literal complete new game with this change. This will not feel like the Smite you were playing right now. This will not feel like Smite. This is literally the most game-changing patch they've done in years. It changes everything. So when it's that big of a patch, it seems like, you know, probably one of the worst decisions possible, I guess I could say, to force your competitive scene to try to adjust to that in a matter of a week or two. 2 weeks, I think it is. It just seems silly to me. And like, it's, it's just not very competitive. I don't know. It's that's the most frustrating part about it to me. Yeah, it's gonna be a Mickey tourney for sure. But yes, I don't know. I think the only time I bought Void Shield is when I accidentally misclicked it. Yeah, that I cannot get over that item is losing 10 prots. That's a banger. That's gonna go down in history for me, honestly. That just okay. This nerf shows you how out of touch they are. I'm gonna be honest. This nerf shows you how out of touch they are. Like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, it'll be entertaining for the viewer, which is probably the reason why they did it. But don't you think it's pretty fucking dumb if you are doing something for the viewers instead of your actual competitive scene? I think if you asked all the SPL players, I'm fairly sure I'm fairly certain the majority would say they would prefer to play on the old patch for Masters. And the fact that there are glaring issues with a fresh patch like this that will change everything and make the game horribly unbalanced, like for like say ADCs, they can't change that. This patch is Masters locked from what I know. Maybe that'll change. I don't. From what I've heard, it's Masters locked. So glaring issues that are completely unbalanced are going to be played in Masters. Which just it makes no sense to me. It means that this patch is locked in for Masters, which is like the first, like the phase 1 tournament. Mm-mm. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Impressive, man. Seriously. Whoever said in the balance meeting, let's nerf Void Shield as well. Seriously impressive. Impressive decision making, I'm not gonna lie. Holy. Dude, imagine spending. I can't get over it. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on from Void Shield. I'm gonna move on from it. Sheesh. You know what never gets patched? The gym. True. Alright, well, I think we can go over it. So there's like instead of the scepter, I also think that the scepter change was pretty poor. They added a siege juggernaut now instead of the scepter. So you collect the things around the map a little bit differently now, but once you collect it and you power up your obelisk, whatever, you spawn a siege thing that can push towers down by shooting it out of the range of the tower. And I feel like it's a little bit of a joke. What made AC stomp in solo? Who knows? Where is it? There it is. The Trebuchet. Yeah, so this thing is basically dog shit. So instead of having the scepter, which I think, from what I've heard, literally everyone playing support, the scepter has like probably been like the most fun thing in seasons for them. And now it's removed. And instead of the scepter, you spawn a Trebuchet, which can push down a lane. And basically it's useless. It's very weak, and it's very slow. No, it's literally useless, Meerkat. It's literally useless. It doesn't do anything. It takes 2 minutes to push or so down the lane. Like, it's like incredibly slow. And it kind of does nothing. It could be buffed into being a decent mechanic. But yeah, right now it's a little bit of a joke, and I think overall most people would prefer the scepter instead of the Trebuchet. So that's a little bit of a sad change. Yeah, other than that, I think Red Camp is literally soloing mid laners. Now I think they made Red Camp like insane, and it just solos everyone, and you can't clear it by yourself. They gave towers percent pen, so I think percent pen is good. I think the towers are too weak, and also they made Titan a lot tankier, which I think was also a good change. Because Titan is literally getting backdoored like in 2 seconds. And it's a lot tankier than you think now. Think you have time to Scepter? I feel like it's just a good mechanic, to be honest. I feel like it just shouldn't be going away. I feel like the Trebuchet is like way more lame than the Scepter. And I think if it's like... I don't think anyone really likes the Trebuchet. And I think the Scepter makes the support role feel really impactful and really fun. And you can put it on other people too. I don't know. A little bit of a sad change. I think Oni Fury, also Gold Fury in general right now, when it's doing the suck attack, it literally slurps you. It can solo people now. Like, that thing is dummy. It does some dummy damage. which makes it a lot harder to pull objectives, which, I don't know, it felt a little bit weird, but maybe that just takes time getting used to. But just might catch you later, bro. Yeah, Emperor Armor definitely going up in value, for sure, for sure. It was already pretty good on most supports right now, though. I think that's about it, though, right? It's just like mainly the waves and the overall tankiness of people going up, and then the Trebuchet. But yeah. Overall, I think that the wave should not be this tanky. Hunters need some massive nerfs. Spectral needs a buff. If they don't nerf Hunters, which, I mean, they just should nerf Hunters, they're broken. Yeah, I don't know. The weird thing is, like, Cuffs are one-shot? Yeah, that's pretty odd. I don't know why is there a mist as well? You have to be in the mist to kill it. It's weird. The thing is, even if I'm not a fan of this patch, I'm confident that they could fix it. And they could make this patch feel good in, like, you know, maybe a patch or so. Which is why my biggest frustration is the fact that this is Masters locked. Like, that's just... I don't get it. This patch overall, you can have your opinion on it and say it's a dogshit patch. And that they won't fix it. And it's horrible. Which is fair. I mostly agree the patch is pretty bad. But there's no reason to just, like, you have to give feedback in a certain way, otherwise it's not going to be fixed. Either way, dude, I'm just saying, why the fuck am I playing on this fucking patch for Masters, man? It's that simple. Why the fuck am I playing on a game-changing patch that's horribly unbalanced for Masters? For the biggest tournament of the year so far? Why the fuck is that happening? That's my biggest issue, man. That's my biggest issue. I don't know why the fuck that's happening. That's it, bro. Yeah, the game is going to be very, very slow. It won't be more methodical. If anything, it will be less methodical clout. You are losing options to do on the map because of the fact people won't die, and you can't clear waves, and you can't kill objectives. You can't pull objectives, you can't kill towers, you can't kill anything. You can't kill the waves, you can't kill anything. Everything is too tanky, it slows down the game massively, and if that just limits options, it makes it... Okay, I'm not kidding. I literally feel like I'm fucking playing WoW on this patch. I'm not kidding. I feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft out here, fucking fighting a jungle boss, and fighting the wave for fucking 10 minutes. I was playing Uller with fucking Bluestone Trans, and I had to dump my kit on the wave 3 times to clear it. I had to dump my kit 3 times to clear the fucking wave. I was losing it, dude. I was losing it. It was fucking unbearable. It was unbearable, dude. Like, I just want to play I want to clear the wave and play the PvP game mode, dude. Yeah, overall, it just feels like you're playing WoW. Everything's so fucking tanky and slow and boring, and you could... I'm not kidding. I could legit pull up a video on my fucking side monitor over here and watch it as I clear the waves. I think I could do that without getting punished. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I think that's about overall how I feel about the patch. It's gonna be boring, slow, and caters to bad players, and makes bad players not get punished, which is what it is. Dude, I cannot believe this shit. I can't get over it. I can't get over the void shield nerf, bro. It's not a tanky patch. That's the thing. Soul Eaters are not tanky this patch. They are not tanky. Soul Eaters have only been nerfed 3 patches in a row without carries being really nerfed at all. Soul Eaters are extremely squishy. You are not tanky at all. The only thing that has happened is the carries have become much tankier. The tanks have not become tankier, the carries have become tankier. Boys, that was gamer time.